Let's get this out. Y'all seen this art box before, but for those who haven't, that was the front, that's the side, that's the back. And the other side, the bottom, top. Let's take that off. And there you have everything inside the container, window style, front. It's, let me drop the stuff all over the place. So you got the spear. I like the way that looks. It's the bottom part. Nice details on this thing. That's dope. Sit that right there. And so, instructions at the bottom. I'm probably gonna leave those right there. Let's get the mother box out. Look at the mother box. Wish I had all three. The other two of these, who did they come with? Somebody dropped that in the comments. I can't remember who they came with, because I know it was two more. But yeah, these are nice. Nice weight to it too. Throw that over there. You don't really come with much, just his trident, the mother box, his hands. You got some additional wrist pegs. Throw that right there. You got his base. I'll put him to the side for now. Got the Justice League platform base with his name on it. Line it up with the rest of them on my shelf. Of course, the crotch grabber. Get the hands. Let me get my spudger. Which color we going with today? We're gonna use the black one. Let me get these hands. Nicely done. So you get like two on him. They look like just basic relaxed hands. You get two fist hands. So you get two of these. Where's the other one? So yeah, you get two. Put all over that. And then you get the trident hand. And you get two of these. So yeah, you get two. One for each side. And that's it in the box. Which is kind of messed up. That's all he came with. But I guess you really don't need a ton of stuff with Aquaman, since he didn't have a ton of stuff. But you could at least they could at least gave us like two more pairs of hands with different gestures, just instead of just these right here. But it is what it is. Let's look at Aquaman. Jason Momoa. That's who that's supposed to be, but that don't look like Jason Momoa to me. It looks like Jason Momoa's brother. His older brother or something. It's a good looking scope. it just don't look like Jason Momoa. Let me do this though. Let me readjust my camera. All right, there we go. So this is supposed to be Jason Momoa. That's Aquaman. And nah. Again, like I said, it's a good looking sculpt. I love the way they got the hair with that gradient style going from the, I guess this is supposed to be black or dark brown into like this golden color that blends in with the suit. That is dope. That's real dope. But Jason Momoa, nah. But it looks good though. And it looks good enough to go on my shelf because this is gonna be my representation of Aquaman. So, but I understand what people were talking about when this released and they were mad about the head sculpt. I was around at that time, so I heard all the crying, the being and moaning. But I understand though, since how I'm just jumping on this train with this figure, I get it now. But the patterns in the suit, the little tribal markings and, you know, what would that be called? Tribal markings, pattern work, all that looks great. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this design. I know it's not the traditional yellow and green, but you know, hey, modern times, modern look. Look at all that. That looks phenomenal. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm definitely cool with this. It's gonna look great on the shelf with my other DC Justice League members. But I do understand all the, you know, fuss about the head sculpt. Let's see how well this thing moves. I know these move. Get that arm up pretty high. That's cool. I like how it's separate from the body, so you ain't got to worry about tearing up the arm material because of it pulling from the body. You get figures like that when you move the arm, you can just see it just pulling. Like, damn, that's gonna tear. This is all hard right here. Well, no, it's kind of rubbery and it's hard underneath. And even this is not connected to this right here. This is even a separate piece. And you still get the bicep swivel. Feels like a single, yep, it's a single, which sucks. Now that sucks. It's a single elbow joint. That sucks. Basic rotation on that wrist. The chest is separate from the rest of the body, so you can get a little bit of crunch. You go back that much. No waist swivel, but your swivel gonna come from the top. Guess that's how they give it to you, because there ain't nothing popping off down here at all. Nope. Let's see. You can get the legs out that far. Probably can go further, but y'all know how I do. I'm not going no further than that. See how much we can go up. Let's see, I know it can go higher than that, right? Well, that's all I'm getting. Thigh rotation. Double knee bend. Be careful with the suit right here, because this thing is scraping up against the suit, the knee pad. Let's see, down on that foot, up on that foot, and barely any side to side. It's like minimum, because this is hitting up against this right here. And that's the bottom. Overall, I say it's a decent representation of Aquaman from the Justice League movie. For what I bought this for, I'm not disappointed. But objectively, it's not the greatest figure out there. The articulation is very limited. The head sculpt is not 100%. I don't even know if it's 75%. This is probably like a 65% likeness on this sculpt. I can see this suit being damaged with too much movement, at least in the leg area, especially right here around these, because I already saw like where this is scraping up against that. I can see this tearing that up if you're not, too careful with the posing. So yeah, it's not the greatest figure, but it looks damn good, and it's a pretty good representation of Aquaman if you can get over how he looks. Because again, that's not Jason Momoa. I mean, it's somebody that looks like him, but it ain't him. It's his look-alike. It's his stunt double. But appreciate y'all rocking with me on this unboxing. Y'all drop what y'all think below. And that's it. I'm gonna get up out of here. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.